YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. People ask me why you shouldn't buy a Cobra Rattler or why you should buy a Cobra Rattler from Haslab. Because you want to. Me telling you to or not to, that ain't no change anything. My thing that I look at, the reason why I won't do it at 325 or 350 after taxes, and I'm gonna just say shipping, I'm gonna just say 350. That's what, like 14 action figures for me at $25 a piece? Dude, I could do more with the 14 action figures than I can with that one ship. So if I buy two of them, that's 28? And as you keep going, you can just multiply it, man. I'd rather have the figures. That's me. And you know what? My choices are just mine. I'm not saying it's a bad buy. I just don't see the value in it. I don't see what it does for that price. Anything that you buy after the initial fun of opening it and everything like that, and moving it around and stuff to see the articulation and checking to see if the scope is clean, the paint apps and all of that, you're going to place it down on a shelf or somewhere. And guess what? That's what that is. It's just like the same thing with the Rattler. Once you get the initial, height out of your system, you're just going to sit it down. And that's what I've been thinking about. Should I do this or shouldn't I not do this? Should I invest that type of money into this? Because that's an investment. That's $325 damn dollars. The Galactus and the Sentinel from Haslab and the Unicron for the Transformers, I could see those. Those are gigantic. You can see those. You can see all the different things that they do. They light up. They do all this. They come with extra figures. Dude, to me, that's well worth it. I'm not saying that the Haslab one is, Cobra Rattler one is not worth it, but I'm just saying that's not for me. Again, I look at everything that we've been doing here, and, my opinions are just mine. There's nobody else chiming in on this. I was one of those big people tell me, hey, look, you're one of those people that always say don't buy something, and you got it sitting right behind you. You got all those Thundercats and all of those Silverhawk figures back there, and you're talking about money and this and that. Then, I hear people say, well, your channel is funding your addiction. Man, I work a job. I pay for these out of my own damn pocket. My channel ain't paying for these. I'm paying for these. And the thing that I want to say to people is, at the end of the day, what you see value in, the next person may not see value in. One person's treasure is another person's trash. Some person's treasure is another person's treasure. There's two ways of looking at that. And you know what? At the end of the day, a buy like that, you got to treat it as an investment. A Cobra Rattler at 325, 350, you're going to see what I mean. It's just like you sitting there looking at it and be like, okay, I just got it sitting all over the shelf and that's good for me. No, I need more from it. People ask like, hey, you did this video on your other channel. Why would you put it here? Because people from that channel, most of them are not on this channel. And that's why I do that, because a lot of people are not on the same channels, fam. And that's one of the biggest things that I want people to understand here. People are here for whatever reasons they're here for, and I'm happy with that. You know what? A lot of times when collectors buy stuff, it's retail therapy. It's just therapy for us. We buy stuff, we see it holds nostalgia. It's one of those pieces that, we grew up with. We probably had one or probably wanted one as a child, but we see this one at $325 and say, oh, that's a steal. Maybe it is. When I was talking about wages and things like that compared to toys, some people make $25 an hour. And you look at your action figures and, things like that, a lot of them are $25. So you're paying for 1 hour of work, one toy. Like I said, to me, I got to see value in that piece. I just can't go picking up any piece if it's going to take that much of money from me. And you know what? A lot of people don't make $25 an hour. Some people make half that, and you got to look at it. You got this happening twice. So I got to work 2 hours just to get one. This is why I say you got to look at this and see if it's actually an investment or it's just something for you and you just looking at it like, man, everybody else is just broke. No, everybody else is just thinking, why is this person in my pocket? You are entitled to your opinion just like I am mine. My opinion may be wrong, but you know what? It's my opinion. And that's one thing that I love about having an opinion. It's mine. I get a chance to listen to everybody else's. And, I don't delete comments unless they start getting ignorant. One thing is say, hey, man, look, you wrong. I see this point, this point, this point. I could get that. You're respectable with it. But when you're getting disrespectable and, when you get disrespectful and look at me like I'm supposed to deal with shit, man, that ain't how we doing it. You calling me names and, then you trying to say something. That ain't how it works. Bruh, if you want somebody to treat you with common sense, you got to come at them with common sense. And that's one thing that I understood about these Haslab situations, man. A lot of them don't make sense. I was talking about that Spawn Kickstarter. Dude, that's a horrible idea. But, people are swearing by it because they're like, man, I want these figures and this and that. He could have produced these figures at retail. Why not? Oh, but you can make way more money. You doubling the price of the toy, damn near, or tripling the price of the toy, and you looking at it and trying to make shit make sense. It didn't make sense in the first place. This is why a lot of people are feeling like a lot of these companies are doing, GoFundMes, whereas they don't have overstock, whereas they don't have an overhead where they gotta, house this stuff in warehouses and things like that. It's a win-win for them. But it's not a win-win for you because you don't get the value in it. $325, what are you getting for that? 3 figures, patches. There's what? What do the ship do? Besides moving parts, and having missiles. Do anything light up? Do anything, besides the cockpit? Is there firing sounds? Is there, I'm looking at all these other toys that do all this other stuff. And it's way cheaper. This is why I get upset. And I'm not taking it out on you. I'm getting upset because shit do so much. And we taking so little from people. It's just like we just dealing with stuff, man. But till later, man, thank you for watching. Peace out.